So who's ready to see Tesla stock back at $400 per share? That's a valuation of $1.3 trillion. I mean, I want to buy more stock in the low 300s, potentially in the high 200s, because we don't have enough Tesla stock. I don't have enough Tesla stock with all this thing that's going on. But this one, I don't want to say analyst, but financial manager that owns the company is saying Tesla stock is going back up to $400 per share. And we're going to go over it in this video because there's a lot of good stuff coming out with Tesla. And we gotta talk about it. So do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Hit subscribe. Let's get down to it. This one person, he's been on CNBC before, and he's part of the CNBC panel too. His name is Jeff Kilberg. And who is Jeff Kilberg? Let's talk about him for a bit. Who is he? Why should we listen to him? Well, he's the founder and CEO of KKM Financials, which is pretty much a financial management firm. And they hold about a whopping 2,245 Tesla shares. So it's not a lot of shares when it comes to a multi-million-dollar financial firm. It's not a lot of shares. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, I'm over north of 1,200 shares. Another 1,000 shares, and I'm matching what they have. Come to think of it, Gary Black had more shares than him, but unlike Gary Black, he's actually, using his brain and going long on Tesla instead of selling it at the worst time possible. And Jeff has some very interesting points, so let's get down to it.
Tesla are higher for a fourth straight session, albeit 1% today, but it's up 16% since Friday as the shares recover from the impact of that public feud between Musk and President Trump. Musk now publicly expressing regret for some of his social media posts about the president. And this all comes as the Robotaxi event has been pushed back. It's now scheduled for June 22nd, according to Musk on X, out of an abundance of caution.
No. Robotaxis are already out on the road. And according to Elon, they're actually 1 month ahead of schedule, not delayed. The original rollout was supposed to be on June 12th. It actually happened on June 10th, surprising everybody, including me. But now they're talking about June 22nd being more of a wider rollout. That's the date. But Robotaxis are already out on the road being tested in Austin. And they will continue to be tested until either end of June or mid-July or probably even end of July before it's available for public use. So I just want to say that Robotaxis are already out on the road. So I don't know what this delay thing is. They're already out on the road.
For more on the stock and drama of it all, let's bring in the Wall Street Journal's Tim Higgins and KKM Financial and CNBC contributor Jeff Kilberg. I'm going to start with you, Jeff, so you can boil it down from a share point of view, because I'm just curious if you see this as a buy or a sell moment for a stock that Interactive Broker says continues to be probably its single highest volume name.
I think it continues to be a buy, Kelly. If you're short, you are really going to be in trouble here because you're seeing momentum. But this has been sensational. Let's go back just a couple weeks ago. President Trump was giving Elon Musk a key to the White House. And all of a sudden, you saw the most public slap fight of all time and went nuclear on Twitter. And now the richest man is all of a sudden being, looking conciliatory, and President Trump is maybe going to kiss and make up. So as we see this rebound, as we see the Robotaxi event, yes, being delayed, we are optimistic. I think it goes back to where it fell from at 350. But the next leg up is back to 400. So shorts are on the run.
Guys, I repeat, you do not want to be short from now to the end of this year and probably ever. Tesla is unleashing Robotaxis and the financials will follow suit. And you really want to short this thing? Like seriously, you guys want to short this thing? Good luck. And the Elon Trump feud, they already made up, hence why the stock went up. And it also went up on Friday, where the whole market had a meltdown due to the Iran and Israel conflict. Why did it go up? Why did the whole market go down, but Tesla is the only one that went up? Well, because of this news right here. Shout out to Sawyer Merritt. Breaking! The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has announced the next step in its new automated vehicle AV framework, looking to ease rules hindering Tesla's Cybercab and others. Bro, this news right here should really bring the stock up all the way up to 400. This news alone should bring the stock up to 400. Let's continue. This is the Trump administration taking steps that would make it easier for automakers to deploy self-driving cars without driver controls. So you're telling me this Trump administration, or Trump, the person who just had a feud with Elon, now they're friends by the way, is now going to be helping the whole industry, but mainly Tesla, to increase and ease restrictions in robotaxis, which in return increase procedures to get more robotaxis on the road.
I thought that Trump is going to attack Tesla after they had this feud because for Elon.
Guys, it was the most easiest buying opportunity, man. It was the most easiest buying opportunity, but more on that a little later. The Trump administration is easing rules for robotaxis. This is, again, the stock should be already at $400. That's all I'm trying to say. NHTSA anticipates reaching decisions on most exemption requests within months rather than years. This is music to my ears. And it should be music to all of you guys if you guys are long in Tesla right now. That means if we all thought that Tesla's robotaxis are going to deploy in 2030, well, no, Elon is right. It looks like volume production of Cybercab is probably going to happen in the first quarter of 2026. I think pre-orders of the Cybercab is going to happen. You and I can pre-order Cybercabs, at least in the US, this year, within the next months, from now to the end of the year, anytime. I'm thinking more towards November, maybe even December, maybe even October. You can pre-order Cybercabs. Because these Cybercabs that's going to be in volume production, Elon's talking about, they'll be rolling off the line every 5 seconds. They're going to be, it's good to have some pre-orders. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm just saying that production is going to be quick. Let's read on with this little short article that Sawyer summarized for us. Shout out to him. Current rules require automakers that want to deploy self-driving cars designed without a steering wheel or brake pedals to seek an exemption from federal safety standards that effectively require that new cars have human driving controls. The NHTSA will streamline the exemption process, which under current policy has resulted in lengthy processing times that can last years, the agency said in a letter posted to its website today. Pretty much what they're saying is that we have a lot of bureaucracy and red tape that we're going to go ahead and cut down so we can get ahead on this robotaxi stuff without steering wheels and pedals, aka cyber flipping cabs, because which other company out there, or let's say automakers out there, are gonna make cars without a steering wheel and pedal? There's only one that I know. If you know any other ones, comment down below. Waymo ain't. They got steering wheels. Cybercab is the only one. Robovan is another one. And potentially, the 3-in-Y strip downs, they may not have steering wheels and pedals either. Sheesh! That's some big news. And this was the reason why on Friday, the stock didn't go down. Tesla stock didn't go down and actually was up. Was one of the only few stocks that was actually green in the middle of all this conflict between Iran and Israel, which is insane. But Jeff Kilbert said something that was very interesting. He said that Tesla stock is going back to $400 per share. Again, as I mentioned earlier, it should already be there with all these things. But why is he saying that? Because risk is off the table. Just letting you guys know that this interview was recorded on June 11th. We only knew about the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration 2 days after. So he was not referring to that. This came after that, which is a very big deal because there's more positive news for it. But those who follow me, I told everyone on this channel that when the stock dipped on the Elon and Trump conflict, it was a buying opportunity here on YouTube and on X. So if you listened and bought some stock, because I sure did, shout out to all of you. Literally, shout out to every single one of you. But Jeff, he's talking about Elon and Trump. This feud is done. They've already made up and it's not gonna impact Tesla. And those who thought that, Trump is gonna attack the Tesla's companies or Elon's companies in this case, it's just not going to happen. They both like each other. They made up. This was a big risk. Again, it was the greatest, easiest dip to buy. Very easy dip to buy. So if you guys are ready to see Tesla stock to reach 400, smash that like button if you guys haven't already, because I think it's going to happen soon. Now with this conflict with Iran and Israel, if gas prices, oil prices continue to spike, I think it's going to be a headwind for the whole entire market. That includes Tesla, but it's just the market. And if it goes down, you already know what I'm going to be doing. I'm buying more stock. No questions asked, no hesitations anymore. Things are lining up perfectly. Things are looking flippin' fantastic because robotaxis are on the road. They're coming. They're being unleashed. It's just the beginning and a new era has started. If you guys want to know how this is going to change the whole thing, Check out this podcast between Tesla Boomer Mama or Alexandria Mers and I in a sweet podcast, how Robotaxis is going to change everything. Guys, subscribe. Make sure you guys become a channel member. A lot of good, awesome exclusive videos coming and early access videos too. And it's way of supporting me. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.